Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to You Can Make This. Duchess, you can make this. I don't know if you can make this, but you can make this. I'm Jeff, going back to Stacy's Test Kitchen. Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
You are in for a treat. Here's why. We are making today the best dish of 2016. I swear to you, if you saw pasta bolognese and thought that was good, I did. I would have said that was the best thing we made all year. But then we discovered this. Tell them what we're making today.
Chicken Parmesan.
Chicken Parmesan. You can make Stacy's Chicken Parmesan. Wait till you see what we do to Chicken Parmesan. Now, I know you probably say, I know Chicken Parmesan. Why are you wasting our time? I have Chicken Parmesan all the time, and it looks like this. Or I go to the Olive Garden and I get it, and it looks like this. Well, forget everything you know about Chicken Parmesan, because we're taking that recipe and turning it upside down to make one of the best Chicken Parmesans you've ever had. And I tell you, here and now, you can what?
Make this.
You can make this. Join us. Okay, welcome back to You Can Make Stacy's Chicken Parmesan. Stacy, where did we get this recipe from?
Lydia.
We got this recipe from Lydia Bastianich, star of Public Broadcasting's Lydia. We were sitting around watching Lydia make this, and I tell you, everything that lady makes, I swear I would love everything she makes. Looks good. She made this Chicken Parmesan, and we said, we have got to try this. Now, we already have her cookbook. This is not a commercial. But we opened up to the corresponding chapter, and we found this recipe, and we made our own personal tweaks. We've made this before. Wait till you see what happens with this Chicken Parmesan. Most Chicken Parmesan starts with a chicken breast. Thank you. Chicken breast is fine. Chicken breast, the finest cut of the chicken. But we're using, and Lydia used, thigh. The thigh. Why would we use the thigh? I don't know. Let me try it. Let's see what she did. She did the thigh, and it just looked amazing. When we tasted what this thigh did to Chicken Parmesan, we were blown away. It's more tender, and what else?
Some people like dark meat flavor.
It's a dark meat, so it's got a little more flavor. And you say, oh, I don't like dark meat. I only like chicken breast. I like chicken McNuggets. I like chicken fingers, chicken breast. Give me just chicken breast or nothing else. Wait until you've tried this with the thighs. Tell us what we've done here.
They're pounded.
We've taken, how many thighs you have here?
6.
Boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and she has pounded them. Well, it was over here. I'm going to show you what that looked like right now. Pounded the chicken breasts just a little. We don't want to pulverize them, just to tenderize it a little bit. Then we have prepared a, what do you call this?
Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
Eggs.
Egg wash.
And flour.
Flour. But we're actually going in the other direction. So we've pounded the chicken, seen here. Gonna dunk it in the flour, pass it through the egg, put on the breadcrumbs, and then onto this pan, prepared here with a parchment so that it doesn't stick to the pan. Okay? Ready to do that? When that's ready, we're going to show you what it looks like before we put it in to the oven. And stick around. We'll show you what the next step is. You with me?
Yep.
You looking over here?
I'm ready.
You can make this. Stay tuned. Okay, the cutlets have been breaded. They're ready to go. We've got a pan full of olive oil.
Yes.
Extra virgin?
No.
No. Why not extra virgin?
Because of the boil, like the smoking point, this doesn't get as like smoky.
This doesn't get
So
as
you
smoky,
can
so we're gonna
cook it longer.
we're gonna cook longer in this non-virgin olive oil. And you think you're ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what happens. Throw it in. Here comes number 1. We're gonna put 3 at a time in here, right?
Yeah.
We're making 6 altogether. That's 1. That's 2. You think that oil was hot enough?
Yeah, it's boiling.
Okay.
It's bubbling. Look.
All right.
Ooh, I got some on my finger, so yes. It's
Okay,
hot.
so she got burned. The oil, that's how we know the oil is hot enough.
I
I'm
burned
gonna give you-
myself yesterday
Oh, look at that.
on the oven.
Oh, you poor dear.
Thank you.
Okay. I know you like the 1080 HD sizzle shot. Here it comes.
I'm gonna turn.
Okay.
Look at that. There we go.
The cutlets have been on for 4 minutes on the first side, and then about 4 to 6 minutes the second side. And we know they're done when you pick them up and wobble them, and they're kind of firm. See? Let's see. Can we get in close there? Yeah, see, they're not drooping. That's how we know they're good. We don't want them to be totally cooked because we're going to put them in the oven, and they're going to finish all the way through in there. But we want to just get that crispy crust on the cutlets from the breading. But we don't want to take them off too soon, and you'll know because if you pick them up and they droop a little bit. These are firm. We're good to go. Okay, cutlets are all fried, drained on paper. Now we've got them on the rack we're going to bake them on, and look what we've got. Each one gets 3 slices of plum tomatoes. Sometimes they call it aroma tomato. I'm calling it a plum. Each one gets 3 slices of plum tomato, and then this is where you put the mozzarella, right?
We're gonna use Fontina.
Wrong! We're using Fontina cheese. I hate mozzarella cheese. Whoa, what kind of an Italian guy are you? I know, I'm not really, right? The mozzarella cheese gets stringy and starts getting cut up. You may start putting the Fontina on. We're using Fontina cheese. Why? That's what Lydia used. And it changed it was a different texture. It's a milk cheese. It's delicious. It melts nice and even. You don't get that stringy mess when you cut it and pull up, like when you get with your pizza and lasagna and all that. And people who love cheese love to get tangled up in the cheese. I hate it. I hate it. What do you think?
I say it all the time.
I said it all the time. I grew up hating mozzarella cheese because of that stringy mess, and you put your hands in it, and I can't eat it. It's unappetizing. When Lydia Bastianich said use Fontina cheese, I turned to her and I said, we're making this. We can make this. So we got the Fontina cheese. We're dressing it. It's looking like this. I don't know if you could see that. I'm going to turn the camera around and use a different shot. Stand by. Okay, so once these are all assembled like that, we're putting them straight into the oven. We're not putting the sauce on yet. We're going to make the sauce next. We're going to bake these just like this so they stay crispy top to bottom. And then we're going to make the sauce on the side so that when we plate, we're going to garnish with the sauce, and you are going to have something, my friend, that is ambrosia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Don't go away. Okay. Everything is assembled. We're ready to go. What's next?
I have to put them in the oven.
All right, here we go. What's that oven set at?
400.
400-degree oven. Here we go. How many minutes in the 400-degree oven, Bellen?
10.
In case you didn't hear that, she said 10. Going in there 10 minutes, and in those minutes, we're going to make the sauce. A 10-minute sauce, you say? Oh, stick around. You can make this too. Okay, right now she's making the sauce that's going to go with this. It's a tomato sauce, but it's a quick sauce. Normally, on a Sunday, we'll start at 11 a.m. and do like 6 quarts of tomatoes and make the meatballs and throw in some spare ribs and sausages and all that and then simmer it for 4 hours. Not tonight. What we've got here is a pan full of olive oil. And what kind of olive oil is this?
No, this is virgin.
This is virgin olive oil. Next, instead of using a puree or crushed tomatoes, we are using diced tomatoes. These are a coarse cut dice that when we pour this sauce out, you're going to see chunks of tomato on there. Now, Lydia Bastianich did this recipe. She made the sauce from scratch and she diced the tomatoes herself, again, the plum tomatoes, and we were going to do that, but we said, you know what, let's concentrate on the chicken parm and the thighs and the fontina, and let's just use a can of diced tomatoes. Go anywhere, you find the can next to the puree, the sauce, the crushed diced tomatoes.
We're adding stuff now.
Oh, we're adding stuff now. Here we go. So we're going to do, basically it's the oil.
My little red pepper, just a little.
A couple of flakes of
No.
red pepper, dried red pepper. In goes the garlic, about, what, 5 or 6 cloves, we said? 6 cloves of garlic. Okay, getting that swished around. And then basically we're going to add
In a minute, this.
the tomatoes when the garlic is
Ready.
right? Okay, hang on. Wait, we will we'll get back to you when the tomatoes go in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the garlic had sauteed. We put the tomatoes in, and now she's seasoning the tomatoes with some salt and some ground pepper. And now what happens?
Basil.
Okay, the basil's going in. Fresh basil. A few sprigs. In it goes. It's aromatic. It's juicy. The leaves say large. I can smell it from here. It's really nice. And now how long are you going to let that simmer for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Out comes the chicken. Go wash up. We're about ready to sit down. Right? Out of the oven. They're ready. They're beautiful. Sauce is ready. We're ready to plate. Everybody get to the table, or as Lydia Bastianich would say,
Tutti a tavola a mangiare e bere.
everybody come to the table to eat
E bere.
and drink. Okay, we have a beautifully prepared chicken parmesan. This is not an Italian dish. It's actually Italian-American. We have, instead of a breast, a thigh. We use diced tomatoes, fontina cheese. We sliced a plum tomato and then drizzled the new sauce over it. It looks magnificent. I'm going to dig in right now. It's going to be hot, but I'm going to get a piece of tomato. The crust on the fry of the cutlet is perfect. I don't even have to test this. I know it's going to be good. It's perfect. We've done this a couple of times. This is the best you've ever done it. Bella, I know you're back there holding the camera. This is awesome. You can make this. Try this. We're having a Chianti with this because this is a rustic, poor man's dish. We're having a poor man's wine, a Chianti. Complements the flavors beautifully. Try this. You know chicken parm. You've gone to the Olive Garden. You've had the frozen kind. Maybe you have a favorite hero shop in town that does this. You ain't had it like this until you've had it with a thigh. Try this. You can make this. Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe. Please hit like. See you next time.